Whoa!
Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. You're here too. You're back. How you doing, Sophie?
Good, very good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. This is another episode of MS Standing Up while we sit down to pee. Has what has happened in pop culture? Have you noticed anything recently?
I've noticed a lot of dumb takes.
Do tell.
Well, the first thing is finally the acolyte is over. I will miss our screaming sessions. Well, when we watch it from the high seas, I'll miss that. But it's finally over, and it's so bad. And as always, we've got Leslye coming out after and just trying to give extra information, make sure everybody really understands her view.
She really can't help herself, can she?
Yeah.
She thinks that little fight between Khmer and Sol will top and did top not only Duel of the Fates from the Phantom Menace with Ray Parker. Are you freaking serious? Also, tops the little subway scene where Neo first tries to take head on Agent Smith. She thinks this tops both of them.
Impossible.
Look, it's an X. That's another something for their gender, or maybe they're silently promoting Twitter because that's the only way that this
Oh,
show is getting views.
yeah, honestly. Like, I will say, like I mentioned, as in isolation, I really liked the first part of the fight. I thought it had decent and solid choreography. You can tell that they really like trained for it, not like just that. Like they're really going for it. But
Hmm.
then it just kind of went downhill when they did that bridge jump. And to compare it to Duel of Fate, it's just it. Like I just played this scene, and just to start, like like in Megamind when they say presentation, just like the appearance, that was already masterful. And
Yeah.
here's like, hey, thank you for leading me in. All right, let's fight.
There's something that's standing out to me. They hire Asian people, so then they use Asian film choreography techniques because,
References.
yes,
Like
because
I
that's how they feel represented. Like you can't fight in any other style, in any other form of warfare. If you look Asian, you have to fight like an Asian, and more importantly, for Leslie Headlamp, she has to have the choreography look like a popular Asian movie because reference because she has nothing of value to say.
Yeah, it's nothing original. Like, and I bet because a lot of these films where these fights have been very famous, I bet like the current generation hasn't even watched it because they are kind of really more artistic. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of I remember a lot of people not liking it, like the hero with what's the name? Jet Li, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, all the
Crouching
Jackie Chan films.
Tiger. Crouching Tigre.
Yeah, no, but there was one called Hero that was very good. It was
Oh, you're
long,
talking about-
but it like the payoff and the storytelling.
Mhm.
But it is like you can notice when a film is like Chinese because of the style of fighting, and like you mentioned, the how do you call that?
So one that I actually liked better was a movie called House of Flying Daggers, which I brought up in our live stream on Wednesday, but very reminiscent, and it's all about like the line and cable work, and
It,
that's what really made that stuff like a prized position for choreographers and stunt people.
yep. And here, like you said, like oh, I got that reference because it's one thing to how do you call when it's like I I want to salute this particular thing, and then it's
Homage.
yeah, thank you. I'm not Englishing today, okay? It's the
Hey, it's okay.
weakness. It's the so yeah, but every episode is like, oh, they made a reference to this, they made a reference to that. So at what point does it stop being a complete reference and just transforms into a copy? You
Yeah,
know?
at what point does it walk on its own? We've had 8 episodes, and it's still like a newborn deer. It's just stumbling.
Yeah, but
There's
deer
absolutely
deer are
nothing
cute.
memorable about this series, in my opinion. But what do you think?
I mean, not memorable in the positive sense, I think, because it is memorable for things it doesn't want to be, like all the lore
Well,
breaking and the bad character developments and just everything. It's not that.
well, this will be a true test of your mental fortitude, because I think we all got a little bit angry at some points. People who do love Star Wars, but it was memorable in the moment. But whenever you get angry or sad about something, someone who is strong in their mental capacity knows how to push that away so they focus on better things. So this will be forgotten,
Yeah.
except for the money it made for a lot of big YouTubers.
Yeah. Mhm. But also,
Maybe.
it's that thing that people say, oh, but if you like Star Wars and you have to like it, it's like, look, I can like something and recognize how badly made and written it is. Like people expect, I don't know, like you don't have any analysis of a scene, analysis of a general plot. It's like if you put this
Mm-hmm.
together, like I said, in isolation, this looks cool, might be cool, but then you put it in the big picture and it's a disaster.
I think that's where Hollywood, not only about the Acolyte and all this other kind of Disney Star Wars stuff, lightsaber equals awesome. He Vader, well, he Anakin.
Vader, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I was like, oh, it looks cool. We got the lightsabers. Oh, there's the bass in my headphones as it ignites and everything like that, and flashy lights. And it's like, I know we talk about key jangling, but it is like those like gumming toys that you give to a newborn infant when they're teething. It's like, here, look at the shiny thing. Here, stick it in your mouth. See, you like that, right? It's not really.
yeah. That's what they do. Like the cameos, right? Like the nostalgia baiting. Because I remember in
Mm-hmm.
Obi-Wan, I love Obi-Wan, but I hated it. And I remember there was one episode where they name dropped Quinlan, and I did like for a whole like 5 minutes, like, oh my god, Quinlan, they did cool, and nothing came out of that. So they
Yep.
do once in a while, but it's like, no, the moment's passed. Why did you introduce this here if you're not gonna continue it?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think we hit a lot of that. Look at that absolute beast. Monster of a man, a monster of a stunt man. Dude was freaking
mm-hmm.
awesome. Now, this is what a real first time you see a Sith or a Sith acolyte. That's how you pull that off.
Yeah,
Pay attention.
the music, the atmosphere, everything. Like I told you, I just started like rewatching that scene. I got chills. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. This one's like even the soundtrack in this episode felt very modern. Like I didn't like any of the soundtrack bits in this part.
Oh no, the soundtrack was absolutely horrible. It was like
They
a
leave
like
it.
1997, and you have like a thriller on an airplane or on a runaway train or something like that, and the soundtrack. I don't want to like mimic it, but it's like and like because it's so frenetic, it tries to make you feel like there's more tension than there actually is. It's not well thought out. There is no more emotion behind that. It's surface level at best,
Mm-hmm.
in
Also,
my
I
opinion.
will say that well, Kimir and Soul's actors were like the best actors of the series, and so I think this fighting scene is probably the best scene of all the show.
I mm,
Or is there another you liked?
Did I like any part of it?
I mean, as a in a like, which
Okay,
one
so
would you
wait,
put?
hold on. I will say one part that I did like that. Okay, so before the bitch starts talking in the very first episode,
Which one?
before May, when Indara, played by Carrie Ann Moss, is
Ah,
sitting
okay.
there and she's just
Well,
like at
that's
a pub and she's just BSing around with people and so everything like that. And that person walks up and I was like, that's kind of cool to see that she's not just like a cold hearted cunt that's like just stuck up or anything like that. I was like, she actually gets around with people. She hangs out in the cantinas and stuff like that. I was like, okay, this could be the start of a good character, but then we all know 2 minutes later, she gets
yeah,
killed for the dumbest
yeah.
reason possible.
And again, that started off as a good choreography. Now, maybe not a Star Wars choreography, because again, it had a lot of like Matrix kung fu vibe, but as a general like fight, I really liked it until she dies. And well, it's not really Star Wars. Also, I like that she says, "I will leave it up to the viewer as to whether or not we achieved that." Okay, but in my heart, we did, as far as I'm concerned. So, which is it? Are you gonna let us decide, or are you gonna say it?
Well, she said they will settle for nothing less, and she was not only the showrunner but also the writer, and she also directed. So that means that she did settle, or maybe not settle, but she was proud of what was put out. Otherwise, I mean, let's not let's not kid ourselves. This was announced years ago, and it's just now coming out. So they had plenty of time to revise. Which actually, there's another thing. I don't really feel like pulling it up because I don't want this whole thing to be about the Acolyte, but she took fan advice and fan comments and saw the test
Fanfics.
screening for Kamir and changed the ending because he was not supposed to be in the final 2 episodes until like the very last scene of episode 8. She changed that because she liked him so much and was like, "Well, are you really a lesbian, Leslye?"
Yeah. Also, wasn't objectifying bad?
I thought so.
Because that's what they did.
Well, he's so sexy and he just has such like a machismo presence. And I was like, you're married to a girl. Like, you, all right, well, now you have to change your pronouns, I guess, Leslye. I'll be waiting for that on Twitter and do my best to get myself blocked from you.
Yeah.
But she does say that this is her quotation. We achieved that as far as she's concerned. So she really doesn't care what other people think. She thinks that this is better than that absolute masterpiece, which could have been a short film on its own. And then the one in the Matrix where Neo starts to learn that he
Yeah.
can fight back.
No, but also, like, why are you comparing the Matrix with Star Wars? They're completely different stories, completely different styles of like fighting, of everything. It's like don't compare that.
Well, it's because she has a famous actress known for the Matrix.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, that I
yes,
know her
Carrie.
as Trinity. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
We all call her Trinity. Like, I don't even remember her Jedi name. Alara,
uh,
something like that.
Indara. Yes.
Endara,
See, it did take me a second too. But
Trinity.
like, I mean, she's been in a whole lot of things over the years, but that is like her most famous role, just like Neo is Keanu Reeves' most famous role, arguably, other than Bill and Ted.
Until John Wick.
Yeah, until John Wick, but still a lot of people haven't seen that because those are R-rated movies. But okay, I just cut myself off with that logic. It happens here. Well, that's enough of that shit. Because I'm done talking about the Acolyte until we do like an 18-hour EFAP and just ream it to shreds. Next time, not next time, let's all like next topic. Excuse me. Let's go into video producer voice. We will be talking about a piece of good news. Halo was canceled. Not in the way we'd like because it raped our eyes
You
and
know,
the lore and everything like that, but it was canceled. So
yeah.
that's great.
Now I never watched Halo because I never played it. I mean I know about Halo. I watched way back when. When was it? Red versus Blue.
Ooh, Red
I
versus Blue is amazing. When
I
Rooster
liked
Teeth was
that.
actually good.
Yeah, but like I wasn't really like how do you say invested. There we go. Invested in like the series coming out. I didn't know a lot of people were really excited about it. But of course, in present times, when they say that they're gonna make a show about something you love, you're like, maybe not. Yeah, and I think the fans were very not satisfied. Why, Monty? What happened? I didn't watch it.
Well, so having our beloved franchises come to the live screen in today's world with all the DEI and other kind of bullcrap that goes on all the time, they never stick to the true original story, the true original lore. They don't stick to the heart of what made it so popular and beloved in the first place. So when this kind of stuff happens, most of the fans are just like, I mean, I'll try to give it a chance, but I just know they're going to screw it up. And inevitably, they always do.
Yeah, so
I
much
really,
so that even someone like me that hasn't watched it, I know the meme of Master Cheeks. What is Master Cheeks?
yeah, no crack, full Fisher.
Oh no.
Oh, yes, I went there. I don't really want to talk about this too much, but here's a big thing about a player of the games. What is the one thing that John Spartan 117 never does? Just take off
Yeah,
his helmet,
yeah.
much less take off his full body armor and screw this girl.
It's like, no, we don't care about that. We have fanfics for that.
We kind of figure that human beings shower. We don't need to see that. We want to see the hero unscathed. Like, this is the legend. This is the demon as known by the Covenant. He's
Yeah,
literally called the demon. This one specific Spartan, the Master Chief. Why do you have to break down the veil?
yeah.
Are
They
you
they
breaking it down
really
so you can lift yourself up?
yeah. There's this thing about when you have characters that maybe have their face hidden or anything that you either go two ways that they only use their mask for a little bit and it's like but your whole character is your helmet or your mask or whatever is covering you up like that's
Mm-hmm.
why we well not that's the only reason but that's one of like the epic elements of it uh and but a lot of actors are like no but in my contract like my face has to show because if not people don't know it's me things like
So
that.
you don't hire that actor.
Yeah, of course. But here's the thing we had the most wonderful actor, Carl Urban, in Judge and Dread. Dread is the film, right? He's just Dread, whatever.
Yes,
He
Dread.
never took off his helmet. And we all knew it was him. And he had a spectacular performance. And so it's like, yes, you can do it because we have this example. And I think it was a little bit after that. My time frame is a bit skewed that the new Terminator came out. Terminator, no, sorry, RoboCop came out, and
Mm-hmm.
the guy
Yeah.
was all the time without his his helmet. It's like, but Carl Urban could do it. Why couldn't you? And I think he specifically said, "It's like, no, I want this is the money is here." Like, no, it's not.
Well, no, but because he cares about the character. Carl Urban is based as hell. Like, he loves like the geekdom and understands that a part of a lot of these fully armored up and masked people all the time is their persona doesn't need to show emotions in their face. Their actions do the emoting for them. what they stand for, not when their pupils dilate because they like see something they haven't seen before. Like, you don't need to see reactions and emotions because they are that fucking badass.
Yeah.
You don't need to see like any kind of weakness in them. And if you do, you can see them like put their head down or something like that. And if you're invested in the character, especially these badass characters like this, you immediately emote with them because, like, well, that person never does that. I don't need to see their eyebrows twitch. I don't need to see a tear. I don't need to see an ass crack in a shower. I don't want. As a fan, I don't. I don't want it. What's the freaking word? I don't want the image
The
shattered.
human sign.
Yeah, they're supposed to be larger than life.
Yeah, it's not like your everyday, I don't know, worker. It's just somebody that I get, like you said, you imagine, they shower, they go to the bathroom, maybe they have dates, whatever, but we don't care about that. We want to see them shoot stuff and kill stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to show the face. Like, it ruins the mystique. Like, once you have a full person's face, in my opinion, now you know that person is fallible. Like, when it's fully armored, you kind of see it as a demigod. You see it as unkillable, unbeatable. Once they show it as just a human in there, it's like, okay, they have weaknesses.
Well, it's like oh my god, the Vault series.
Fallout.
Follow, there you go.
Yeah.
Where like the shut up, where the, how do you call them, the Brotherhood
Brotherhood of
Knights?
Steel.
Yeah, they look really cool, and then the one guy starts talking, and we see him like,
Fuck,
coolness.
fuck, 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 fuck. It's like,
Yeah,
it's like you ruin the mystique, like, for a stupid, campy joke. It's
yeah.
people don't know how to write anymore. It's fucking annoying as shit.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, look what happened to the guy in Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought I got shot in the head. He takes his helmet off. He's like, I guess I got lucky. And then he actually does get shot in the head. Leave your fucking helmet on. Be the absolute best. You did bring up Carl Urban, and it made me think of a character, which the only time you ever find this out is after you beat the game. But Samus Aran from Metroid. No
I was
one
thinking about
knew. No one knew that was a girl for a while, and no one cared. You just played as this badass person in full body armor, and you're like killing all this stuff, and then you get the reveal at the end of the game, and everyone was like, "Oh, damn, Samus is a chick." Well, that's cool. Now put the
Yeah, that's
helmet
why.
back on and never talk about it again. Like, that's just an Easter egg for people who actually beat the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why like everyone's like now, because now there's zero originality, and everyone wants, okay, let's make a film about this book or about this game or a remake or a sequel or a prequel. It's like, Jesus, stop it. And a lot of people want a Samus film. Like, no, no, I do not
No,
want. I do not want, because I don't want any actors to be like, or get any like feminist weird ideas in the game. In the film, in this case, would be, I just want Samus to go around, shoot aliens. That's it.
yes.
Go on missions.
That's all we want. I'm clapping like a daggone black girl. That's all we want. Well, you
That's
have
all.
anything else to say, Soph?
Helmets are cool. So I got one right here.
Helmets are really
What?
cool for people who are directors in Hollywood. They should wear them more often.
Yeah.
That's gonna finish it for this one. This evening, I think we've had about enough bullshittery as we can handle, and we're on to bigger and better things and being happy and hanging out. hopefully you come join us. Join the GTA Discord. Sophie, do you have anything going on?
I have started a YouTube channel called Chronicling Mayhem, where I also am slowly but surely putting up content. I mostly want it to be about anime, but probably gonna be some rants in there too.
We love them. We will drop that link. It'll be in the description down below, where you should also leave your chats, your comments, anything that you want to say, anything you want to get off your chest. Hopefully it's not a helmet, but
I was gonna say, who is your favorite helmeted character? Leave it in the comments. I want to know.
There we go. Yeah. And the winner gets a prize spot in hell.
You get my respect.
Hey, that's worth way more than a prize spot in hell. So I would take that any day. Until then, until next time, until whenever we see you, we love you. We care about you. And Sophie lives in a third world country. She lives in a shithole, but she's not a shit person. So wherever you come from, you don't have to be a product of the environment. Y'all take care. Bye.
Bye. Ding 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 ding. Yay!
You ain't no weeble wobble.
Hold on, I can't hear anything.
No.
What?
That's amazing. You should have done the whole stream like that.
No, I still can't hear anything. Hold on. Why don't you have a good chair? Yeah!
Other than Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Like the most popular, it says, grown men were sobbing during Deadpool and Wolverine camera test because Hugh Jackman showed up in Wolverine's yellow suit.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wait, grown men or grown trans? It's more comfortable to have your pants off. Are you comfortable with it there?
Yeah. I want his. I want Cody's. Wolves. I want wolves. Keep your masks on.
Also likes dick.
Shut up.